Zach Wajtknecht. Zach, welcome back to Swindon. It's fantastic to see you back here in the new colours of the Swindon Robins for the 2018-19 season. And let's take you back to last year. First of all, fantastic start for the season for you, wasn't it, at the beginning?
Yeah, couldn't have gone any better, to be honest. It was a bit of a step up for me, and I wasn't really expecting it to come to Swindon last year, but like I said, Roscoe had a lot of belief in me, and yeah, that was the thing really. I had a couple of seasons at other clubs, and I was not that they didn't believe me kind of thing. It was easier to put the other riders in, but yeah, Roscoe, like, you got to give it to him. He gave me all my rides every time, even when I went scoring points and stuff like that, and that was still like showing confidence. And then yeah, I think having all that bike time, even when I wasn't up to top speed, paid off in the end, and it started to show.
You mentioned the word confidence. We could see it oozing in you as the weeks went on, and you were starting to beat other riders that perhaps on paper you wouldn't expect to beat. And then unfortunately in July you had the accident here.
Yeah, I think even going away to away tracks and that, which some tracks I hadn't been at before. Pardon me. Yeah, I think that was a starting point kind of thing, and yeah, just like I set myself a goal, just scoring points, as many points as I can, but never run a zero or anything like that. Always try and score some points, and yeah, unfortunately that injury happened, but yeah, it's all right now.
I was going to say, you ruptured your spleen, which is painful enough just to talk about, let alone experience. And then it must have been very frustrating for you to sort of sit on the sides while you're recovering, watching the team, and one or two riders like Mitchell Davey, who's joined you now in this year's team, coming in, guesting for you, and kicking on, and good to see that you were still included and part of the end of season celebrations.
Yeah, the good thing about Swindon is it's probably my local track kind of thing, so it's not that far to come right out 40 minutes. So yeah, no matter
we can detect that West Country accent.
Yeah.
There.
No matter how far I would have kept coming. Obviously, they showed a lot of belief in me and stuff like that, and I want to pay back as much as I can, kind of thing. And the supporters raised a lot of money for me while I was injured. I had like 8 weeks of basically just led in bed kind of thing. So yeah, I think to come back up and thank them numerous times and stuff like that, you can't thank people enough for what they've done to help me out. So yeah. And
how did it come about? When did you first know that you were going to be part of the team for this year?
Well, it come about. I've signed as a full asset for Swindon now, which is obviously the thing I said last night. You want to be at your local club where you can obviously come and ride and stuff like that, and that is probably one of the. Like I said, this is the best club I rode at, and signs asset as a bonus really. So yeah, I'm not sure. I just kept in contact with Roscoe and stuff like that, and spoke to Terry and Wayne, and yeah, just when they said you want to come back, it was. I don't think there was a no answer.
Chuffed to bits a bit.
Yeah, and it all worked out kind of good. I wanted to stay at Lakeside and Swindon, and fortunately Lakeside moved up, and obviously I don't know if I've driven myself out of the National League kind of thing, but I was still maybe up for it 3 leagues, but I didn't really have much interest because my average is quite high. Yeah. So yeah, I think push on a little bit now, and Lakeside and Swindon should be good.
So injury-wise, you've recovered over the winter, and everything physically for you is okay now. I guess you've been getting yourself fit, not eating too many Christmas puddings, that sort of thing, and watching your weight.
Yeah, a little bit. Like I just for a while I had to take it easy. They said for like you can never really tell. Obviously, you don't go back for a checkup or anything, so it was just kind of like watch what you're doing, don't hit it or jab it or anything to do with like anywhere you could hit it. So. Yeah, I think for a while I just went back to work with my dad and stuff like that. He's outside building, so just lifting, not like just slowly working my way back up. And yeah, the past couple of months I just feel back to normal now. So.
And have you had a chance to get on a bike so far this year? I believe you've been abroad to the Isle of Wight.
Yeah, no, yeah, we did go over there. Unfortunately, the weather didn't really help us out, so I had probably about 3 or 4 goes round, and yeah, obviously it's good even just to sit on the bike and just ride round. Even if it's not a race pace, it's always good to just wear stuff in. But yeah, I think if get out there today.
I guess I was going to say the sun's shining. I guess you can't wait to get out there and get on and get some laps under your belts. You got one or two. You got the Charity Shield coming up next week, and as you say, you've also mentioned you're going to be involved in the Lakeside Hammers as well in the championship.
Yeah, I think obviously it's good to start off with a few meetings, and like you said, Charity Shield it's a competition kind of thing that obviously everyone wants to win. So, but it's always good to have that kind of few meetings before everyone else to get practice as well. And I think this is the busiest start of the season I've ever had. So it's a good thing.
Good. And a little bit like going back for another year at school. All your classmates are here, apart from Jason Doyle and of course Mitchell Davey, who I guess you got to know when you came to the meetings to watch last year as well. So from that point of view, it's great. You know everyone already. It's not a new team.
No, that's good. Unfortunately Doyle left, but obviously I was pit next to him last year in the pits, and the way he looks at speedway and stuff like that, you can take massive. Like you can just see how he's focused on it and stuff. So. Like I said, I've gone away, built bikes, and each year I seem to learn something from being in the pits around people that have been riding for longer than me, and helps me out with my bikes as well.
Yeah, and you've got a certain character called Troy Batchelor in the pits with you this year. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't been riding for very long. I've met Batch before and stuff like that. So everyone seemed to get on all right, and just like coming back from last year, really.
Brilliant. Well, we're crossing fingers. Everything's going to go to plan this year, and you're going to have injury-free season, I suppose, is one of your targets, and a successful season as well.
Yep, that should be all right. And thank you. Yeah.
Fantastic. Look forward to it.
Cheers. Thanks.